So what is Globe Teleservices? Many of you have been our customers, partners, or vendors working with us in the technology side of it. We are evolving as an organization. What we used to be like 10 years back or 5 years back has evolved, and we have now providing a lot of technological solutions. The innovation, if you really see a lot of places, you can see EI, enabling innovation, is our motto, where all the companies carry a common brand, how we are enabling the innovations in all our products, technologies, brands, solutions, everywhere. And MEF, when we brought in, and we thought how we can bring all the industry leaders to talk about or discuss how we can focus on the industry to take it forward. And India, no better than India, vibrant India. Some of the things what we can talk about, and proud to say that GTS, in the second year in the row, is the fastest growing company in Singapore. And really, the team really worked really hard. And I will not say only the GTS has helped us. Even you, as a customer, partners, you also help us in some way or the other. And not only in Singapore, now we are fastest growing company in Asia Pac by Financial Times. How we are enabling the innovations with the cutting edge technology, as I was telling, like GTS whole focus, how we can figure out, be it our anti-fraud solution, Armor, be it our CVM or CPaaS, how we can figure out a way to create an innovation in that technology and provide a better customer experience on that. Again, some of the data points. These are just the numbers like 350 voice interconnects. A lot of people can claim less or more. 87 MNOs. When we say 87 MNOs, it's not individual MNO. It could be a group companies, be it Airtel here, or who's having presence in all of Africa, or Orange, or any other group companies. This is what I was talking about. We'll talk about more as the GTS is a conglomerate of 6 companies, where we are not only in telecommunication, but we are in other part. Like UTS Global, many people are not aware, but this is like, Test Magic, test automation, and robotic process automation is another part which we are providing is our telecom companies. Now, completed 13 years, proud to say. Initially, and last evening I was there, and there was a discussion that why we should have more and more presence in Asia. I said, I think you are very well deep rooted into India. I said, I think we started with Africa, and after Africa we came back to, in terms of our own business, back to Malaysia, Singapore, Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam. So our presence is not Asia. It is Asia, Africa, Middle East, and now making inroads into Europe and Americas region. This is the global footprint. Some of you may not be able to see the map below, but now the LATAM part also, like Argentina, Chile, we are making our inroads into the LATAM market. But more importantly, if we see, the deep penetration is in Asia and the Africa. Be it projects in Nigeria or Uganda or Kenya, Tanzania on the East Africa side, or in the West Africa and Ghana and Gambia side of it. These are our partners, and some of you may be here. In Asia Pac, if you see the logos, you can see all the big logos, most of it, not all of them, but most of it are there in Asia Pacific. Celcom DG or Vitel, Airtel, to Africa and Middle East or Europe. We have less logos in Americas. As I was saying, like Americas would be one of the area where we are expanding our reach in 25 and 26. This is what I was talking about, the companies and some of the people, as I said, like, are here from Tech Lab side of it or FinBrain side. The GTS Tech Lab was conceptualized when we were starting a technology division internally in GTS. And Avnish, who's sitting right here, came with an idea that let's separate the whole thing. So now, with the help of Mr. Ranga Murthy, we have a 50 data scientists who are working around the clock in Bangalore and able to develop a product which is comparable or higher than the existing bigger players in the market from 15 to 20 years. So I don't want to name the competition, but I think recently we have been named as the Innovators of the Year on the Armor, our anti-fraud solution. So kudos to the team in just developing it in 3 years. And good part, all these things when there was the COVID going on, we have been working round the clock at the back end to see how we can conceptualize the whole idea of developing the technology and taking it ahead. Similarly, the surf, if you see, just 3 years, we have made inroads in the Indian enterprise business. When we were working on the CPaaS, we were thinking that how do we, as a wholesale international company, how do we go to the enterprise market? Prabhat, I don't know, I can't see him. He must be with some customer, unless, okay. So he started, the enterprise entity out of Delhi. Fortunately, we have a good presence in Delhi, office in Gurgaon and Noida. In short span of time, I think we are already crossing $2.5 million revenue. I think numbers are numbers. It can be increased, but the most important part, we are able to reach 60 plus direct enterprise customers in only North India and few customers in South, but there is a whole India to be explored. And there are many enterprise companies in India right now who would be seeing that, Surf is bringing some great technological CPaaS play, CPaaS plus, into the Indian market. FinBrain is a eKYC, like everybody can say that we have some kind of eKYC or credit scoring mechanism. But when we talk about, the CIBIL part of it or TransUnion or, other place, we have been able to fetch all this data, plus on the social media, we have been able to fetch data and able to give the credit score, which is far better than any other, credit score mechanism. We have some very good live customers, be it in Japan, Africa, and India. So it's not only in India, FinBrain is not only in India, it is internationally, globally there. Telconnect, we acquired this company in USA. I will say, not talking much about it, but it's in America's, our ambition to be in America's market as a GTS Americas. So we acquired this company in 2019. I don't know if because of so far you will not be able to see, there is a UTS, enterprise automation solution, basically is a test automation and robotic process automation. This was the company who has been able to penetrate some of the very large banking customers and telecom. So let's say, talk about Capital One in Jordan, or you talk about Oman Insurance, or you talk about Coal Telecom or Etisalat. So these are some of the bigger clients which we are talking about in robotic process automation or test automation. We do have some strategic investments. When I say strategic investment, we do have equity partner. It's not GTS majority, but yeah, we've been working as an equity partner, as a strategic partner. VSPG is a video platform, is an interactive video marketing company, part of the overall enterprise offering in GTS. Currently in India, working very closely with Surf. and now we are taking it internationally. EVA Media is a customer experience and CX. Talking about some of the awards. We spoke about, the work we have done. Financial Times, we were the high growth company. And by the way, these numbers are 23, 24, and 25 results we already know because we are already working on, so we know what's going to happen when we see the result next year, January 2026. So we are kind of broadly aware about it. Telco Innovation Awards by Juniper. I was just saying, in 3 years, the Tech Lab team has been able to develop that. Some of the more awards like ROCO, Tier 1 SMS provider, or there is another one, it's like the enterprise division, which we are able to provide on it. Memberships, I think Rajiv, who's also on the board of MEF and part and parcel of that, and the GLF forum, we have many members who are a part of GLF member. It helps in sharing the idea, sharing the knowledge, discussing it, and trying to see what best can be brought in, right? How the technology is changing fast. There will be some interesting discussion on RCS. Is RCS going to change? Is OTTs is going to be replaced by RCS or not? How AI and ML will change the innovations, what is happening? And I think that is interesting for all of us to know insight into it. So GTS is, as I said, part and parcel of this whole growth. GTS in news, and for all good reasons. I'm just skipping the product portfolio. They are blinking it that I have limited time window. But just to give you an idea, we have been able to divide the whole product list into one of the revenue booster, where we say all the telcos, how we can help you enhance the revenue. What are the different customer engagements, platforms or technology we can provide? What are the infrastructures, where we can help? Last but not the least is the enterprise. GTS is ambitious to touch the end customers through the enterprises. And we have been able to, through SURF, we have been able to provide some of the solution. But globally, we are enabling the CSPs and the mobile operators, how we can enable them to touch their enterprise customers by using the GTS CPaaS platform. This is one of the our recent partnership on CPaaS and A2P SMS exclusivity in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Saudi. One of the new partnership on PCOM. We will talk about RCS as a business, and we see that one of the big challenge, at least in the RCS, if somebody is from Google will be able to elaborate more, is like, how do we enable the mobile operators on the RCS platform? And I think PCOM, we did a strategic partnership on that we will be helping mobile operators with the MAP layer. How do we enable the mobile operators to provide RCS to their enterprise customers? And that would be because today, even if some enterprises wanted to go for RCS, they are not able to do it. So that was an important, and I think we announced in MWC, we started seeing the results where, at least in the India enterprise customers where RCS is already enabled in India, people have started asking, a lot of inquiries have been generated, and we see the traction is in whole of Asia for the RCS. Some of the new wins, these wins are not only on anti-fraud solutions, like Amtel is for voice, but Tata Communication is Flashcom, and I'm just giving a sample. It's not the whole list of it, but it's like we just wanted to showcase. It's not A2P monetization with technology provider, but it is basically we are providing the flash call solution. We are providing voice firewall. We are providing the A2P SMS firewall. And these are some big names. We are talking about it here. And if you see, Celcom is in Malaysia, while Tigo is in Africa, and same is in MTEL. Oh, okay, more new wins. MBT, Myanmar, Ditto, Philippines, Afghanistan, Salam, XOX in Malaysia again, and Telma. So if you really see, like, be a small, and some of the names you may not be aware, maybe a small MNO or MVNO, the solution is there for each small mobile operators also. It is not only that like we can provide it to big players, like, not to name, but the bigger players, but our solution is equipped to handle the small operators also. Okay, these are the exclusivities what we have today. The reason for including these slides, which was not there, then people just like say like, okay, how many monetization deal you have? I think the important is not how many deals you have or what exclusivity you have. What is the value we are bringing to the mobile operator by providing the solution? Just to take one more minute on that, it's not something, of course, we are in the business and to make money, which is a part and parcel of our growth, but very importantly, when we provide the solution, we need to also ensure the local regulation of that country and to make sure that all the leakages, any kind of regulatory aspect has to be taken care of. So if you see from the countries from Angola to Cambodia to Malaysia, it is not an easy job. So kudos to the team and thank you everyone. Really a fantastic job on doing that. Making it, and this is like all like 2 to 3 years job when they have been able to achieve this. Thank you everyone. Thank you.